Alright, what is up guys? Right now we are going to take a look back at Eddie Hall's deadlift world record. As of now, it is the current deadlift world record, 500 kilograms, set back in summer of 2016. Potentially Hafthor Bjornsson might break that in about 12 hours from now when he attempts 501 kilograms, and he has confirmed I was right that he will be doing 520 kilograms as a fourth attempt, regardless of anything else. So just take a look back at this and we'll see how it looks. Alright, he's getting ready for the setup. And right now he says that about now he's completely blacked out. That's what he claims. He's just looking at the judge and he said, this is his words, that he imagined him as a demon. He's strapping up, chanting his name. Now for me, this was my very first introduction with the world of lifting. He pulls it pretty fast, I think. For the world record, I think that went pretty smoothly. Lockout was tough, his knees couldn't stop shaking, and now he's down and he's collapsed. He's just going in and out of consciousness, and everyone's cheering except his wife. If they pan over to his wife, they see that she's terrified. Very scary lift. That's the thing. It's not that I thought 501 or more would never be lifted. I just didn't think anyone would be crazy enough to do it for a good few years. Not this generation, at least. But Thor's doing it. So that's that. Let's look at that. And a lot of medical problems he had, but he said it was worth it, and he said he'd do it again as long as he could add more weight to it. As I said, this was my very first introduction to the world of lifting. When I was young, I knew about Ziz and all that, but that was more of the aesthetic lifestyle. That wasn't actual. Well, he did go to the gym obviously and work out, but it wasn't. He was more of a lifestyle person. Ziz was a mindset. Eddie Hall's 500 kg deadlift was my first actual viewing of, the gym and lifting and heavy weights, and it's really what inspired me. So it also kind of frustrates me, people that, are looking at this event and saying that Eddie's so salty because Thor's going to take his record and he's going to steal his legacy and just destroy it. And I don't think that's true at all, and I don't think that's going to happen. Eddie Hall compares his lift to the mile several times. If I'm being honest, there are only 2 milers that I know personally that I could name of. That's significant. Obviously, if you have a friend or something who's really good, that's probably the only reason why you know of them. But those 2 are Roger Bannister and Jim Ryan. First man to ever run a mile under 4 minutes. People didn't really know if it could be possible. Made him famous. Probably the most well-known miler in the world. And the other one is Jim Ryan, the first high schooler to ever run a sub 4-minute mile. No one had done it that young before. It was pretty crazy. And he achieved it. I've actually met him in person, really nice guy. But the only 2 milers that I know of that are significant on this world are firsts. 501 is less significant than 500. Eddie Hall is breaking a 500. You heard the audio. 500 is no longer a myth. Eddie proved that. Thor is just adding to it. Eddie's legacy will be secured. I guarantee. If Thor pulls 520, that's a different story. That's a whole new legacy. That's a whole new reputation that Thor is bringing and building on for future generations. But if Thor only lifts 501, I'm willing to bet that 100 years, if this sport is going to be in the history books, they're going to remember the 500 lift over 501 kilograms. So So that's really all I have to say about that. This is a nice little look. The time, it's almost 2 a.m., so in about 10 hours, this could be a former world record, or it could still stand. And only time will tell. We don't have much time left. It's going to come out pretty soon. We'll live stream it, make a video on it, record it, have a reaction, and that's all. This is me signing out, I guess, going to bed. Wish you all a great night, and have fun watching the event. All right.
Basically, bottom line, Thor's not going to break the record. Eddie Hall's a beast. He's a tank. Nobody's going to lift more than him. Thor's skinny compared to Eddie Hall. Mass-wise, given the height difference, pound for pound, Eddie's got more on him. The Eddie Hall for the win.
He's a tank. Nobody's going to lift more than him. Thor's not going to break the record.
Eddie Hall for the win.